I'm very pleased to confirm that political groups in the Parliament have reached an agreement on the proposed regulation to prevent and combat child sexual abuse. The spirit of compromise has prevailed, and we have done our best to produce a report on an effective legal framework, legally sound and workable. This is a positive balance between children protection in the digital sphere and the respect for fundamental rights. But our report also has found a necessary balance between prevention, mitigation and detection. We have tried to take a comprehensive view in the fight against child sexual abuse online, which requires to develop a variety of strategies to succeed. There is no massive scanning or general monitoring of the web. There is no indiscriminate scanning of private communications or backdoors to weaken encryption. There are no legal or technical shortcuts. But there is a positive and compelling duty to put in place legal tools to prevent and combat this heinous crime that is reflected on the internet in the form of child sexual abuse material. All internet providers will have to assess the risk of the misuse of the services for the dissemination of child sexual abuse material or for the solicitation of children, and put in place measures to mitigate those risks, and when necessary to detect, report and remove such images. We strengthen the principle of safety by design, improve parental controls, made compulsory the establishment of users reporting mechanisms, and allow for the use of age verification systems in case of risk of solicitation of children. Specific mitigation measures will be compulsory in specific cases for services directly targeted children, for platforms primarily used for the dissemination of pornographic content, and for number-independent interpersonal communication services within games. If providers do not comply with the obligations, then, as a measure of last resort, a judicial authority may be able to issue a detection order. Detection orders will be limited, targeted, and very specifically addressed to have the effect of removing this kind of material without affecting the end-to-end encryption communication. Our report adds to the right for victims and survivors the rights to receive support and assistance, and the creation of a new victims' rights and survivor consultative forum, so the views of the victims and survivors are heard and taken into account. The Centre for Child Protection will become the reporting channel for the entire European Union. It will receive, filter and forward citizen reports to competent national authorities and Europol. It is important to remind that the EU Centre will be able to conduct searches on hosting service providers for publicly accessible content and the dark web as well. We have improved data protection oversight through clarifying the role of the European Data Protection Supervisor and the national data protection authorities, and creating the position of a fundamental rights officer within the EU Centre. So, a very positive outcome and a strong message of support for children as victims.